Hey, what's up guys, it's Risky here. Welcome back to another Call of the Wild video on my channel here today. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some cool money methods that you can do to help earn some money. There's not really any money glitches in the game anymore that I know of. You could probably search up some glitches and it's probably all a bunch of clickbait. I have some glitches on my channel that are really old, from probably like a year and a half ago or something like that, that probably... yeah, they definitely do not work anymore. So yeah, there's really not any working money glitches anymore. So there is money methods, and I'm going to show you some of the ways that I use sometimes, and I know that are really good for making money, especially for you newer players. I'm going to show you a quick loadout, probably one of my most used and favorite loadouts for Latent Lakes, because I'm going to probably stick on Latent because this is a map that everyone will have if you have the game. I am probably going to be using a little bit of DLC weapons, but I'll show you the ones that you can use if you don't have these weapons. But if you do purchase this game, I recommend you get the 2019 edition or whatever it's called, 2018 edition or something like that. That way you do get a few of the DLCs and a couple of the maps. And then I suggest you purchase all of the weapon pack DLCs. So all of them together would probably be like 12 bucks, I think, like something like that. But it's completely worth it for these weapons. So let's get over here to the cache, or the cache, whatever. I'm going to show you my loadout. So I do have a medium backpack on right now. I recommend you do not wear a backpack if you do not want to spook animals as easily. But I have one on me right now because I am carrying tents that I can place around the map to provide easier spawn points. So we're going to go to weapons. We're going to get rid of the 7mm, but that is not a DLC gun. If you do not have any of the weapon pack DLCs, you can see here, this is a DLC weapon and this is a DLC weapon. I recommend you use the 7mm for taking down the moose, and I'll show you the shot that you can go for. And actually, you know what, we'll take that out here today. Actually, you know what, I'm going to stick with the 300 Magnum. This is the weapon that you do get if you purchase the Yukon Valley map. If I can find it here, it's the 300 Canning Magnum. It is basically used for the moose and the moose only. Not really. I mean, you can shoot a lot of other weapons for it, but I'm pretty sure in real life they actually created this caliber for hunting moose. So we're going to use the 300 Magnum. That's going to be for our larger game. And then I'm going to get rid of the 30-06 here and put in, or sorry, the Mosin Nagant, and we're going to put in the 30-06. This is going to be used for things such as, like, I'm pretty sure elk and whitetail, and I think not the grizzly bear, but the black bear will work perfectly fine with the 30-06. This is basically just for moose, and I do have the bow on me for when I want to take those silent shots, but that's not part of the money glitch or the money method. I'm just showing you my preferred loadout for Latent Lakes. So I'm going to get this set up, and then we're going to head out, and I'm going to tell you all about the money method. So not too long ago, I posted a best route for whitetail. That's basically the route we're going to be taking today. You can see it's 12:42 down there on the Hunter Mate. We're going to go in here and change it to the time that I need. So whitetail drink time, I'll actually show you really quickly. This is where I am on the map. If I can open my freaking map, we are right here. You can see if I hover over a whitetail knee zone there, that is a drink zone. It is 12 to 15. So I'm basically, I'll show you here in just a second. We're going to change the time here to, that's actually pretty good. We'll just set it up to, actually, I like to do it around 13:45ish. That'll work fine. And there you go. We're going to head this way. And I actually don't even have my compass on. There you go. Now you can actually see which direction I'm facing here. We're going to head this way, and basically what you do is, I prefer this route because I find a lot of whitetail most of the time. There's plenty of other places you can go. It does not matter where you go, but the main thing you're gonna do, especially if you're a new player, don't really worry about going after the big diamonds. If you're a new player, just worry about leveling up and getting those better weapons, scopes, and collars unlocked. That is the main thing, because once you have that stuff, you will be able to go after diamonds, and it's going to be much easier. And especially if you have these things right here, these beautiful things called skills. I use a little bit different. It's basically Zag Tactics, but it's a little bit different, so it's not Zag Tactics at all. If you don't know what that is, there is videos of it. I'm not going to explain that, but basically what you want to do is you want to shoot anything you see. It does not matter what it is, and let's go find some animals, and I'll show you the best shot to take on probably a whitetail if we find one. Alright guys, so I have a whitetail coming towards me right now. This is a pretty smaller whitetail. He's not that small. He's 70 to 85, level 2. A diamond whitetail is a level 3. I think the highest track that you can find is a 95 to 100. So he's there. He's about quartering towards us. When he's that angle, that means he is quartering towards us, which is still a pretty good shot. And you can see down there that green little arrow on my compass. That is the direction the wind is facing. And you can actually see the debris stuff, the leaves flying that way. I can't speak today. So that's not very good, but we are completely hidden basically, and we're gonna get out the 30-06, which is a much better weapon to use on the whitetail. You can also use the 243, which is the weapon you start out with, and make sure you use the polymer tips if you can. I know they cost a little bit more money than the free soft point bullets, but that is what you start out with. I don't have that right now. We're going to be using the 30-06. This gun is a beast for the whitetail, and unfortunately, you can only use it on the whitetail and not... Jesus Christ. Not the blacktail. Okay, see? Oh, he was... Okay, this is perfect. He is perfectly broadside now. He's about 100-something yards, so if he stops, I'm just going to zero in for 75. We're going to put it right there above, right there where his crease of his shoulder. I'll probably replay that there just so you can see exactly where I shot him. And he is down. It looks like he's going to start floating away in the water there. And great, now I got to run all the way around. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hop on a four-wheeler and get over there just a little bit quicker. And I'll show you exactly where I shot him. Okay, we are here over at the whitetail that we just shot. Let's catch him before he starts floating away. He is a gold 852, so that is nice. Not too bad on him. And we did double lung him. That is an ideal shot for pretty much any animal in the game. So we shot him pretty much perfectly in the sweet spot there. And you see this little crease here, that is basically where you want to aim for. You can see this diagram here is very useful. You can see the effective area, all the vitals. This is where you want to shoot. So right here is this, where this crease is where there is the least amount of flesh that you have to see. See how it dips down there? So that's going to be the least amount of flesh they have to go through in order to get to the lungs. But you can see down here, consecutive harvest. This no longer affects the score. It used to, but now it just affects the amount of XP and cash that you get. So you can see that I only got about $663, which that is still good. That's about how much money you get for shooting a doe. So if I shot a whitetail doe and I had 100% quick kill, or sorry, consecutive harvest, I would probably get around that amount of money for the does. If I did have 100% consecutive harvest on this buck, I would have gotten around, you know, like 900 and sometimes like $1,000 off of him. So that is really good. And these whitetail, they're not that hard to find as long as you have these need zones. Make sure you're hunting them. You can also change the time to the feed zones. Basically, if you see any whitetail, go for that shot that I just told you. You can even do it with the 243. A lot of the weapons in the game will bring down the whitetail with 100% integrity. That is another thing you really have to look out for. All right, so moving over to the next method. Now this one is probably a little bit better, but it does require some DLC. So I do suggest you buy the duck and cover DLC. It does give you a 20 gauge shotgun instead of being forced to use the beginner shotgun, which is only a double barrel, which is not the best for hunting ducks. Obviously you only get 2 shots in and then you have to reload. So I suggest you get the duck and cover DLC and also weapon pack 2. That way you can get yourself the 22 long rifle. And the duck and cover DLC will give you these decoys, and you can basically go set up duck decoy, hunting blinds, and all kinds of cool stuff like that. And especially if you have a big area like this, have you guys seen all the ducks that I've been spotting? There is tons of ducks here, and you can come and get as close as you can to them. Be very careful. I have to crawl right now. They will spook very, very easily. These are probably some of the hardest animals to hunt in the game. Not really, but they are. You got to be really, really careful. So they're about 60 meters from me. I'm gonna get a little bit closer and get my shotgun out. I do have the Cashier Tory 12 gauge. You do actually have to progress pretty far in the game to actually unlock this one. I do have the 22 rifle equipped, so once I'm done shooting some of these with the shotgun, I'm going to swap over to my 22 and try and get a couple of them while I'm flying. I don't have the best aim when it comes to doing that, so don't hate. So let's just get a little spot here. Level 3s are diamonds, which will give you the most amount of money, obviously. And I'm pretty sure sometimes level 2 female ducks can be diamonds too. Correct me if I'm wrong, if any of you guys know. But yeah, the ducks are very good money because you can see there's a ton here, and every duck gives you a couple $100, and it does add up over time. So we're pretty close here. We are close enough, and I'm comfortable to take a shot, so don't need that. So let's stand up here and pick out the drakes. Alright, now we're going to swap over to the 22, and that one just flopped down there. See, I'm not that good with this. See, I still need to practice that. I don't do a lot of duck hunting, but you can see we got a good freaking cluster of the ducks down there. We even got like 2 or 3 in one shot. If you've seen that on like the second time I shot there, we got like 2 or 3 in one. So let's let all these guys float in, and there's still a bunch more ducks out there that we might end up going over there and getting. So let me show you exactly how much money you get off of these ducks, especially the drakes, which are the males. You get about 300 bucks, especially if I had my consecutive harvest all the way up, which this is a good way to do it because you kill about 4 animals, your consec will be at 100%. So 300 bucks. Let's grab this one. Females, you obviously get a little bit less, but not really. So 80%. Now after we claim this one, it's going to be at 100. So there we go. Now we're getting full XP and money from that. We got a blonde here too, so that's a little bit of a trophy. 300 bucks. So that was what we killed 4 there. 3, 8, 6, 12. What's that, like 1,200 bucks? And we killed 4 ducks, and that was like effortless, basically. Very, very easy money. And I do know this game is a pretty good grind for when it comes to unlocking things. So it is a pretty grindy game. So that's why I'm trying to help you out as best as I can. Like I said, if there was any money glitches, I would be more than happy to show them to you. But there is none that I know of anyways. I'm sure there might be some out there, but people want to keep them secrets, which is obvious. I completely understand that. So this is really the only way to make money in this game is by playing the game and shooting everything you see. Instead of just going out there and shooting the big ones like I normally do, because I'm pretty progressed in this game. I normally just shoot the bigger animals and let the smaller ones walk, but sometimes I'll shoot them too, obviously, because I still got to get money, although I do have $1 million. Yeah, just do these methods. It will add up over time. Yes, I know it is. I know it does take time. I completely understand that. I've been there, done that. But just do this methods that I've shown you. Just run around, kill everything, and then go hunt the ducks. You will make tons of money and you won't even know it. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I helped you. I tried the best as I possibly can. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and also hit that like button. It does help me out a bunch. And I'll see you all in the next one. Later.